from our last tale.
You see this cluster of creatures.
I believe that there's no point in taking a life that has not asked for its death.
Can Snow go down the stairs?
Viola's
No,
gonna
does.
follow him.
Beau, perhaps a little too eager, starts heading down the stairs, takes a bad step, causing him to drop.
Beau is gone.
I can't see anything.
Viola, you get the brunt of this disgusting smog. It chokes you. You are gagging.
Nothing in here has anything to do with the light. We need to get out of here.
Wait, is she actually tackling me?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Snow is... What the heck? He's gonna fill up his water skin with the blood.
Beau, you run. As you are getting to the top, it is this pinnacle of like stepping into the center of the sun. You're going to take a total of 18 damage.
And I had 19 health.
Excellent. You also immediately fall prone.
What?
If you don't move, you're going to take the same amount of damage, or the same number of rolls of damage.
Wait,
again.
where am I falling prone at?
You're prone at the top of the boulder.
Get on the pillow, it might be cooler.
Wait, do I have the crown in my hand already?
No. As you are reaching for as you're getting to the top and you are dashing through, the heat is so immense that you're just at the top. You're just at the foot of the throne as you collapse from this atrocious amount of heat. You are just being essentially burned alive.
All right, so I'm going to drink my other healing potion.
You are going to do no such thing.
What?
Oh.
Why couldn't I open that when I'm on the top?
Trapped by the amount of not just the flame, not just the heat, something else pins you down, and you hear this roaring around you as if you were in the heart of a fire, and it starts to turn into a voice. You hear this sound just wrapping around your mind. It freezes you. You wish it were cooling you down. And it just says, "Put me out first. You're not welcome here." And you feel this energy, just any amount of strength you had fleeing your body. That is what caused you to go prone.
Can I ask it, how?
You can in a moment. Snow, what were you doing?
I'm pouring the blood on the embers.
Okay. You pour the blood along the boulder. And again, you see these kind of puffs of steam coming up.
Oh.
But it comes up, yes, in that awful smell of, like, not just something noxious, but also like burning flesh just wafting into your face. And this cloud, this dark cloud kind of rises around the boulder from that point, starts to envelop it. But everywhere it goes, those embers disappear until the entire thing is encapsulated in this dark steam that then slowly begins to shift away. And you see at the top of the boulder, you see a prone and unmoving Beau looking much, much worse for wear very suddenly.
So the
Beau!
fire's
There's-
out?
No
The fire
drop.
is out, but
the
you
water
still
skin.
cannot move.
Oh.
Viola's gonna immediately try to start running up there to help him.
Okay. You can go up. You don't feel anything. It's easy enough to traverse the steps.
So she's gonna go up there and pick him up and start bringing him back down.
Well, wait.
You're physically useless at the moment. I apologize.
Ste'yn's gonna look over at Snow. We need to leave.
Viola's gonna bring Beau straight to Ste'yn.
Ste'yn will take Beau into her arms, and she's going to cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay. Snow, what are you doing?
You got 12
He
health back.
is not moving.
Nice.
Okay.
Thank you. Does that help his mobility?
Viola is gonna hold on to his arm so that he cannot run back up onto that stupid boulder.
I said I can barely move. You don't need to hold my arm.
It does. You do start to feel recovered. You feel a little jiggly, a little loose, a little unstable on your feet. You're not immobile. But this boulder now sits there, looking very standard, with a very standard throne at the top, a very plush pillow, and a golden crown encrusted with rubies.
Snow.
Viola's
Get
just gonna
the
hang on to
crown.
Beau and start walking towards the door. She's gonna try to start like just pulling him towards the exit.
Snow, get the
Ste'yn's
crown.
gonna go over to Snow.
Snow,
and,
go down.
like, grab his arm. Snow, we need to leave.
What? Oh. Sure.
Are you alright? Are you hurt?
No, yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. And he'll if Ste'yn's like grabbing onto him, he'll let her just lead him away.
Okay. So you make your way back. So you make your way back to the entrance of this cavern. Did you mean to go back upstairs?
I want to go this way.
Beau
I
would
think
like
we've
to
done
explore a
enough
little more.
exploring for tonight. We need to head back to the guardianship at morning light.
No, we
Ste'yn's
don't.
They
gonna
don't.
They expect us to be here for 2 days.
They know not the evil upon which this place sits.
Okay, so you're okay with just going against what they asked us to do? They want us to guard this place.
Viola did not let go of Beau. And she's
Well-
gonna start trying to shove him up the stairs if he's not gonna go willingly.
Beau, you are welcome to contest with strength at any point if you'd like.
I'm gonna say once they get to this room, because he would have had more time on his feet.
You're
And
still
energy.
very wobbly.
And I still cannot talk, correct?
Yeah, he's gonna contest it at this point.
So just a normal strength roll.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
strength versus strength.
Oh, I'm so. Oh, well, it doesn't matter then. I was about to say Beau was at disadvantage. Actually, honestly, Viola, go ahead and roll again because you would also be rolling at disadvantage.
I mean, even if she got a 1, it would be higher than my 1.
Just had to be sure. Look, a tie.
Oh, what? Well, hers is a nat 1. Mine is a 2 minus 1. Technically, mine isn't a nat 1.
Fair enough.
True.
Stay still, Beau.
Okay, but then he needs to roll at disadvantage too because he might get a nat one.
Alright, I could roll again and see if I get
True.
lower. Oh, got 8, so it looks like mine's technically higher than yours.
Stay still, Beau.
What? What's the con of her getting a nat 1 then?
Oh, I want to yell at you so bad.
I
but
spit in
can't.
her face.
Were you proceeding back to the hovel, or were you staying down here?
Beau, don't make me regret healing you.
What do you mean?
Just don't.
I just want to go up that hallway. You're the one that
There's
wants
no
to.
need.
You want to report back or whatever. We should at least get a full report, not oh we went into a room and there was a crown there. There's an entire other section.
Was your
Now
brush
goes
with
back upstairs.
death not near enough? We can make it much nearer next time. And Ste'yn will follow Snow.
Viola, are you holding on to Beau, or are you going upstairs?
She's gonna try to drag Beau upstairs.
Okay, you would be capable of it. I am giving you the contested roll. So she's dragging Beau upstairs with her, and so you follow the path back up the winding stones, the winding stone path back up to that broken down hovel. And as soon as you step out from the stone passage, those sconces go dark.
As soon as they're out, Ste'yn's going to take some holy water from her bag and just sprinkle it around the entrance that they just left. And I think she has some incense and stuff. She's basically going to start getting some good juju going in this place. Yeah.
We need some good juju.
Yeah.
Okay, you're back
Viola's
upstairs.
gonna stand against this wall and just cross her arms and stare at Beau.
Viola, when you get upstairs, you guys make your way back inside. Ste'yn immediately starts a holy ritual. You have Beau essentially by the collar. What were you trying? What were you trying to say to him through that mind link?
She was trying to yell at him and tell him how stupid he was being and that he was risking his life and that he should be thankful that he has good friends who tried to come and save him and that he shouldn't be trying to risk it even more than he already did. And it was very rude of him to spit in my face.
And all of that, your voice just echoes about the hovel, all of them hearing this rant, the pent-up rage that you are ranting as the smog clears away. You are able to speak, and those are the first words they've heard from you in some minutes.
He spit in your face?
Well, she grabbed me.
First, you have me open this crate for you and get me cast into this cloud of
I asked you. I didn't force you.
No. You need to be quiet and listen for just one moment because I have been quiet for so long and you cut me off and quit answering me. Okay? And then I'm trying to keep you from risking your life. You decide to risk your life anyways and run up to the top of that stupid boulder just for some stupid crown. You could have killed yourself. You fell down up there and I thought we had lost you.
Well, I'm fine.
I run up there to save you, bring you to Ste'yn. She heals you, and then you try to risk it again, and then you spit in my face.
I didn't try to risk it again. I did not go immediately back after I got down there. I was going with you. All I wanted to do was not be grabbed by the neck as we got to the exit.
If you don't want to be treated like a child, then don't make the decisions of a child.
Okay.
Ooh.
And how exactly was it childish? We don't know what that thing is. We just left it down there, and now without whatever barrier it had. So now if there is something going on down there, anything could happen. So yeah, it's better to leave that thing down there.
I don't think it was a smart idea to mess with it at all. But it was even less of a smart idea to mess with it without some sort of consensus from the group.
I mean, there was at least one other person that was equally interested in it as me. So the group was divided.
Well, technically, I guess most of the group doesn't know how I felt about it because you cut me off and wouldn't talk to me anymore, so...
You tackled me to the ground!
I was trying to save your life, which clearly, as soon as you went up there, you almost lost it.
Yeah, and it's my life to lose.
Ste'yn's gonna walk over to them and physically separate them if she can.
Does that mean she lets go of me?
Push them to different sides.
She, shoved you away from the entrance as soon as we got up here.
Oh, okay.
Stop this. It's not helping anything. Viola is right to be angry with you, Beau.
Oh, but I shouldn't be angry for getting tackled to the ground?
I don't think the level of anger is equal.
How
but
so?
We've had our
Just
yells.
because I didn't go along with what she wanted?
I think everyone needs to take a few minutes to cool off, and then we can gather and talk this out like the competent adults we are.
Viola's gonna walk into that room that we had Buttercup in and shut the doors.
Beau's gonna walk outside.
Pet Buttercup.
Ste'yn's just sort of gonna sink to the ground, put her head in her hands.
Snow?
Snow's been in this corner the whole time. He's just sitting there on the ground. He's got his bedroll out, and he's just staring at the wall.
No one puts Snow in a corner.
Okay. So you go your separate ways. Outside, it's still a little bit past sunset, which for a summer evening is still going to be decently late. You don't see those creatures out there anymore. Just the normal sounds of evening. Some birds chirping. Gentle breeze.
After a few minutes, Ste'yn will stand up and look around the room, see Snow over in the corner, and decide to walk over to him. Reaches out a hand, gently puts it on his shoulder in her awkward way. You're not all right.
I'm great.
That's what you need to say, that and be it. But there's no harm in feeling what you need to. And she will just stay there for a second before moving on to go knock on the door at Viola, of the room Viola's in.
Viola will open the door.
I believe this might be when a hug is required.
Viola's gonna throw her arms around Ste'yn and just hold her tight.
Aww.
I think even a little tear might escape the corner and roll down her cheek.
Ste'yn holds her and gently guides them both to the ground to where they can just sort of sit with each other. And she runs a hand gently through Viola's braids in her hair, just offering some comfort for her friend.
Viola's just gonna quietly say, "Was I in the wrong?"
Not at all. Not at all. I'm only
That's
sorry
all I
you had to
needed
be
to
the one to
hear.
make those decisions.
I'm always gonna be there for my friends, and even though Beau wasn't really acting like a friend, I'm still gonna count him as a friend.
It is within your right to choose to see him as that way or any other way you desire.
I'm not gonna judge him yet. I don't know what he's been through.
You can
Maybe
judge what
say-
he did today without judging who he is. Just like we can judge that light is good and the darkness is to be destroyed.
That is
The darkness
true.
in that space. It is not good.
Definitely not. What do you think that was?
The fact that I do not know makes me quite nervous for what it might be.
Do you think we should be leaving this place?
Beau may have had a slight moment of right judgment when he said we can't leave it unguarded.
Okay.
So
For the rest of
Beau
this
is
evening.
aiming for going on a hunt because that's what he was gonna do at the end of last session.
Okay.
Because if we're gonna be here for multiple days, we probably want some food.
Didn't we get rations in our cart thing?
Yeah, but I mean, military rations? That sounds gross.
You weren't. I think you were bringing whatever you. I don't recall if I said as much. If I didn't specify, I think you were bringing whatever it is that you would have on hand that you would prepare for. As far as a.
All I have is some pocket bacon.
Okay.
That I do still have.
Look, I'm not saying you had the best quest giver for this one. He didn't like you very much. He probably wanted to troll you a
What?
little. I don't think he expects you to die, but he probably didn't leave you much, if anything, in that card.
Oh, I guess I do have some rations with my character, but I feel like he would use them as more of a last resort.
If you are going to hunt for the evening, give me a survival check, and we'll see how you do.
Oh no. I would also like to add a psionic dice to that.
Go for it.
6 plus 1.
Really?
Rough day on the hunt.
Oh boy.
He's probably a little distracted.
Maybe that hit Beau harder than he wanted to admit. Wow. Okay. It is slim pickings. You are accustomed to hunting. You're capable. You just don't find anything that's grand. It's enough more for like a snack than it would be for a really satisfying meal. And certainly not enough as far as giving everyone a satisfied meal. So if you were planning to share it with the others, you guys are definitely like nibbling on snacks.
Are we all in one central location talking to each other, or are we all still kind of like off where we were?
Time is passing. You can go as you need to. If you have more you'd like to say to anyone in particular, you are welcome to find them or have stayed with them. We'll
Well-
kind of jimmy the timeline as you need to.
Well, Beau
Snow is
is
just lying
sorry.
in the corner facing away from everyone else.
Yeah, Beau wanted to sleep actually under the stars, so he's actually gonna go up to this temple and sleep up there. So there's no roof there.
Okay.
Ste'yn's just
Bye.
sticking by Viola.
Yeah, Viola's gonna get out her journal and flip through it and write for a bit.
So then I will say the evening passes. You are left to your shaky and uncertain dreams as you eventually drift to sleep. It's a rough night, particularly for Snow and for Beau. You two, having gone through that area, wherever that was, as you guys drift to sleep, it is not a steady one. Snow, your dreams kind of almost blissfully start off as nothing. If you were cognizant, you might even think that it's a welcome gift. But eventually, the kind of dark calm of unconsciousness reforms around you into more of a scene, an image. It's very three-dimensional. It's very tactile. You can smell things notable in this dream. Your nose is kind of full of the smell of that blood you handled, that smoke it let off. And it kind of shifts into the smell of smoke, of ash, something even more vile than that brings this burning bile into your throat. Almost recognizable. 1,000 times before you've seen this. Broken beams around you, very much like the hovel you're in. Could almost be mistaken for the same place. And that same beam, you always find yourself moving. You're looking into a pair of eyes. First, just one, and you recognize them. It's Beau. Another pair of eyes. You recognize them. Viola's sprouting up, another pair of eyes. Dark, hidden behind a heavy set of armor, a helm, is Ste'yn's. But the worst moment before your eyes shoot open into this darkness of this hovel is that you find yourself with this gleeful smile on your face, along with tears in your eyes. But it's still dark. There's still time for more sleep if you can find it. Beau, out in the stars, out at the temple, in your element again. You find it just a little bit easier to fall asleep out there. But as soon as it hits you, you're not at this temple anymore. You are somewhere much more familiar. Kind of reminds you of that hovel you were just in. Just an old home made of wood. And what was previously a happy face outside, older, a gentleman, kindly, and your heart is thumping as you look at him. But when he looks at you, it is sheer terror in his eyes. Every step you take closer, your heart is thumping. Your blood is rushing. There's a thrill there. You swallow and your throat is dry. And just before your eyes shoot open, you hear the ringing screams of this man. The words don't even reach your ears. It's just terror and pain. And you're excited about it. This joy floods your veins until your eyes are open. And it shifts to this sweating terror. But still, strangely gleeful smile on your face. It's still dark out, and there is still time for a little more sleep, if you could manage it. Sun rises. Easy enough to wake Beau, as he's already outside. The sky begins to lighten. The animals awaken. It's the next morning. What would you like to do? You're on day 1 of your wait.
I feel like Catherine couldn't wait to do that. No active conditions.
She's like, I'm good.
I'm good.
Did you sleep though? Well, wait, Ste'yn. No, stop.
So Beau would have went back to sleep. So did he get a full rest?
Yes.
Okay.
You have gotten a full rest.
Ste'yn would get up pretty early, probably go out to the main area and start trying to put together some sort of breakfast from rations and stuff. Probably not cooking anything, but just setting out what they have and making it seem a little more palatable.
Okay.
Viola would be helping her.
Before I return... Oh, sorry. You can go.
Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, I was going to try to do a morning hunt and see if I have any better chances there.
Sure. Roll me survival.
All right. Okay.
It was a rough night, man. It was a rough night.
All right, so when you
It's
said
just
he had
not
found
out
like a
either.
small thing, does he have like a squirrel he could bring to them?
Some
That's it.
berries.
Or basically nothing. Well, I was thinking from the previous day, not. I don't think this would.
Oh
get me
yeah.
anything.
No, it's you find something. I think you're too apt at what you do to find nothing at all. You find something. It's just again pretty sparse. If you didn't eat what you found the night before, and you just wanted to combine it with what you found this morning, you've got one meal
Okay, well then.
for a person.
Okay, so he just has what he got this morning. So
You've got a solid person snack,
all right,
like a granola bar.
he takes a bite of pocket bacon.
Oh, and your pocket bacon,
Good old pocket bacon.
if you haven't eaten it.
And what was Snow doing?
Snow will get up and go to the others and say, "Could I borrow some water from either of you, please?"
Of course.
Absolutely.
Viola will get out her water skin and give it to him. How are you feeling?
Better. I'm good. Thank you. How are you all? Did you all sleep all right?
I slept wonderfully.
Ladies, I'm going to have you roll a perception check.
9.
Yeah.
Dang.
Whoa.
Yeah,
She's
I wasn't
back,
expecting
y'all.
it. I wasn't expecting. There's our girl. There's our girl. So, Viola had a 9. Ste'yn got a 22. I wasn't expecting much to get past our cleric, to be perfectly honest. But I figured a chance is due. Yeah, Viola, you begin conversing with Snow. Ste'yn, as Viola answers him and begins conversation, you note very clearly that his eyes are a little puffy, clearing, but you recognize the signs of someone's tears from some point.
She just makes a quiet note of it. She's not gonna call him out for it in front of others.
Okay.
She will reach over, just sort of tap him on the shoulder, and she's gonna cast guidance on him, just as like a little boost. It's good to see you smile.
And it's good to see you make whatever expression you are making at this moment. I do wonder what it is from time to time, but
She will reach up and slowly pull down her mask. It's a smile.
Is the scarf still on?
Mm-mm.
how much of her face can I see?
The upper half of her face is pretty shadowed from her hood, but you can see that she's smiling.
Viola's gonna lean over to Snow and be like, she must like you a lot because I couldn't get her to do that in the 2 months we spent together.
I think after the trials that we've been through, especially last night, there's trust to be earned in many ways. And hiding who we are may not be the best way to bolster that trust.
Thank you for trusting us.
When he sees you smile with your with your passive insight alone, it would be enough to see that the smile that Snow has had on his face this whole time. When he sees you smile, you can tell the smile that goes to his eyes, and he is now actually smiling and not just forcing a smile.
It's good to see you smile.
You have a lovely smile, and you should show it more often.
Well, I was gonna ask, do we know that she has a lovely smile? Because she didn't really describe what her Smile looks like.
It's
Y'all,
kind of.
For all we know, she could use some dental work going on. We don't know how Catherine actually envisions the character.
Would you like to describe the latter half of Ste'yn's face? Skin tone, full lips. Any of her hair peeking out of her helmet?
Nope.
Nope. You get that much. That's it.
Her skin is pale. There's no obvious need for dental work or anything. She has a slightly pointed chin. She is pretty.
Beau, what are you up to? Did you finish your hunt?
Yeah, I mean, he was just roaming about out here, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
I guess he's gonna actually look at
Viola.
those tracks again from yesterday and see if he can see anything more now that there's daylight, and if there's any additional to indicate that they came back this way.
Give me an investigation check.
Snow starts playing his viol.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Beau!
It is not Beau's day!
It started
Hey,
out
dude.
strong.
My dude! So that would be a nat one. Yeah, the tracks look the same as they did yesterday.
What tracks?
What tracks? There were never any tracks.
It disappeared.
The creatures have gaslit you.
There's never any.
Everything was a dream. So welcome to the first session of our real game.
We all wake up in this hovel, not sure.
I'm not sure how we got here. All of a sudden, we're level 1? You do have the day, if there's anything in particular you guys would like to do.
Ste'yn wants to go investigate the entrance from last night and see if anything's changed, if anything looks like, just wants to see what's up.
Are you entering?
No, she's
The
just sort
cavern?
of, no, she's not entering that place again, but she's making sure it doesn't look like anything came out or went in during the night.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Viola will walk over with her.
She got one good roll.
It's like, what happened? What happened there? You were doing so well. It also looks very much like it did yesterday. And it gives you the same heebie-jeebies. All
Just
up and
gonna throw a
down.
little more holy water at it.
Just like, drown it.
Do
Drown
you
it with-
think we should go back down there and make
No.
sure everything's okay? I'm fine with that.
Do you want
answer.
to
I think
board
that's
it
a
up,
good answer.
maybe?
That might be a good idea.
That was my next suggestion, actually, yes. We should grab these broken bits of furniture and block it up nicely.
I mean, there was embers coming out of there. Don't you think it would just burn it?
The
Where
embers
are
were...
the stones that we took out of the
Good morning,
entrance?
Beau.
Good morning.
How'd you sleep, Beau?
Fine. I see whatever it is didn't come out here and do anything to y'all while you were sleeping.
Not that we
I
know
died
of.
during the night, actually. I'm not really here, I'm a ghost.
Pity.
While he's playing his viol, Snow is going to identify the two things he found yesterday, the crystal and the marble. Take 20 minutes for those.
So you need 20 minutes of time?
Mm-hmm.
Viola's gonna start grabbing the rocks from yesterday and piling them back up.
Wait, the rocks from all the way up at the temple.
No, from when we were walking down the
Oh, okay. I
stairs.
thought you were going
Yeah, stay in
all the
something,
way up, and I was
Viola.
just like, Viola. Use at least Buttercup.
I don't know why, but my brain first went to like use Buttercup to block the entrance. I'm like, why is that a better idea?
Why is this better?
We just made Buttercup video
Nothing
now.
will get
Stay.
past Buttercup, you
Stay.
guys.
Oh no.
Buttercup is the best guard pony ever. Nothing gets past Buttercup.
All right, so what was the verdict on if we're staying here for the next couple of days, or are we going to report the room?
We had not come to a verdict because our full party was not present for
Oh,
such a decision as that.
all right. Do we want to decide it now?
Do you want to wait until after the 20 minutes until after Snow is done identifying?
I mean, I think it's going to take Ste'yn and
Oh
Viola
yeah,
a
I
little
pictured
while
saying
to...
that after that.
Gotcha.
That was
Okay, he's
done.
up there identifying.
Yeah.
Y'all are piling stones.
I'm listening, go ahead.
The DM is
I can
looking at
multitask.
schools of magic like she said she would.
Beau, I think there may have been some wisdom in what you had to say yesterday about not leaving this place unguarded.
All right, so we wanna stay here now. Because I do think that's probably more ideal.
Is there a way to use some of your guys' magic to send a message back?
I mean, I can't.
I don't think I can. One sec.
Snow, you got any ways to send any mind mail using magic?
Find a
Oh, wonderful!
no.
More mail.
You sent an MSN message.
You hear the AOL loading. cringy sound.
I have heard of such spells, however, I don't know them personally. Sorry.
Snow, which objects were you looking at specifically?
The crystal and the marble
Okay,
that I found in the pouch.
excellent.
I like my pouches. And I'm also going to identify the rocks that I found yesterday as well.
Scroll again.
Oh, if anybody wants any kind of snack, I did find like a little squirrel last night. So, actually this morning. So, it's here. If anyone wants that instead of the rations that we got.
You did mention hunting yesterday. I could come out with you and try to hunt because I definitely don't think we have enough food if we're planning on staying here.
Have you hunted before?
No, but there's a first time for everything.
Yeah, but I mean, typically I hunt at night. And you also can't see.
Well, why can't we just try during the day?
Well, it's easier to sneak about and get the drop on things at night when I can see it and it can't see me.
Well, I could take off my armor and we can try to sneak hunt now.
I think you should leave the armor on while we're here.
Well, we can at least walk around and see if there's like some berries or something to eat.
So, scavenge.
Yeah, sure.
Get some berries.
We could do that. Do you know how to tell the difference between the poison ones and the safe ones?
No, but I can see them and maybe you can tell me.
Well, I mean, I personally never really picked berries for food.
We did have a garden with some berries, so I might recognize some from my garden if I see them.
Okay. That's
I think
an option.
hunting would be a more sure and safe way to get food if food is needed.
I'm willing to do whatever to help. Just let me know.
Hey, Snow.
Yeah.
Yes.
One thing, it's a very confusing bit of magic that you are kind of, for each one, it's very strange. They are all being kind of blocked up by something. Something is kind of blocking your means of fully grasping what they are. There's something magical about all of them, but there's something on top of that that seems to want to shield them. That you can see is something, whatever's blocking it is something necromantic, something dark. Kind of almost as if it's hoping to not reveal these items. But they are magical to some effect. You can get that much.
Hey, Snow, is there anything written on any of those things you're looking at?
Is there anything written on any of these things I'm looking at?
Not the marble, not the crystal, and the little rocks. That much you're able to, at the very least. Actually, no, I'm sorry. The rocks. My dad. That one I actually had. The rocks, what you are able to get from those, despite that weird blockage, it seems to be less around those. That one you can see it's of the school of evocation, and you're getting something about, well, funnily enough, Viola had asked about sending messages, and something about this speaks to the mind. That's about all you can kind of get as this kind of cloud of something is blocking it.
Well, now that I think about it, did anybody see anything in writing when we were down there?
Not that I noticed.
Ste'yn, did you see anything?
I don't
Well, I mean,
think so.
You said that it was like some kind of temple. I mean, unfamiliar as it is, but from my very brief knowledge, don't like temple folk usually have writings about?
There are many different ways in which people can show and express things related to religion and to deities. I recognize nothing from that place.
But it doesn't strike you as odd that there wouldn't be any kind of writing?
The whole place struck me as odd. There was not one thing that was more odd than the other.
Okay.
I apologize if that is not the answer you are hoping for, but it's bothersome that there's nothing I can pull from my mind about what that place was.
Question: would Viola have seen Beau picking up that scroll, or would she have been too distracted by the fart cloud?
That's a good question. Give me an intelligence check at disadvantage.
4.
You didn't see the scroll.
Well, Snow, are you almost done with those things?
Yes, actually. Sorry, I just wanted to finish the song first. So, it's really weird, actually, because I don't know as much as I should know, and I don't like not knowing things. There is something blocking me. There's some magic that has been placed on these items to stop me from being able to find out everything I should be able to find out about them. Something necromantic. I don't know what.
Necromantic.
Yeah,
What
it's
does
not
that
good.
mean?
It sounds...
Necromantic isn't necessarily bad, right? Some healing spells are necromantic as well. However, this leaves a bad taste in the mouth, so to speak.
Yeah, this is...
And anything that stops me from figuring out what things are, I don't really like. But the rocks, at least, I could tell, they're not just rocks.
One of them isn't.
Oh, just one of them. Sorry, misspoke. Some of them are just rocks, but I mean they're cool rocks. But this one, the necromantic energy was a little bit less on this one, and so I was able to detect that there is an essence of evocation about it. Kind of brings to mind the sending spell that I mentioned that I've heard of before. That's evocation. I know that. I don't really know anything for sure about it, but that's what I gleaned.
Is that the
So-
rock that you got from the temple up there, or is that something you got from
Yes.
downstairs?
No, the stuff from downstairs, I couldn't get anything from it other than I know it's magical. I can tell that much.
Yes, okay.
So
that the temple that could be seen, you can get stuff out of. The temple that could not be seen has some kind of, I don't know, hex or something like that on them.
sure.
Curse, maybe. Something blocking.
Could be some sort of curse. Those things definitely exist.
Do you think it's the object itself, or the fact that we're still here, like in such close proximity to it?
It's possible it could be some sort of residual effect, I suppose. DM, could I make an Arcana check perhaps to see if there might be anything to that?
You may. While you're at it, can you also give me an intelligence check?
Dirty 20 for the Arcana.
Beautiful.
And you said intelligence?
Yes, please.
11.
Noted. So I'm going to. So first for the intelligence check, that is also a recall. The DM might have forgotten one thing. It's not super important. Not to Snow, maybe, but when you had gone over to that bloody pit, so you were scooping pretty quickly and taking care of business, but you might have caught gleam of something or many somethings that were shiny at the bottom of said bloody pit. It might have potentially been of a metallic persuasion. Possible. Throwing that out there. Entire floor bed potentially covered of something. Now to that 20, much more important. So glad Beau didn't look inside of the thing. It's fine. To the 20, yes, there is a distinct possibility that the way this darkness is kind of hovering about could be a matter of proximity versus something in the object itself. Distinctly possible.
I think it's distinctly possible, Viola. That was a good thought.
Thank you.
I'll hold on to them, and I'll try identifying them again when we leave in a couple days.
Maybe there'll be somebody back at the base that could take off whatever it is that's blocking it. Unless, Ste'yn, do you have any more? Do you think that holy water of yours might?
If it is
anything?
proximity based, I don't know if the holy water here would make a difference. We are welcome to try if you would like.
Well, maybe we
Have a
should.
go.
Well, maybe we should wait to get out of proximity because unless is that easy to come by? Like holy water, is it like not expensive or easy to get?
I mean, you're a cleric, you can just bless it, right?
What are the rules for holy water?
Oh, is that all it needs?
I don't know divine magic.
That ain't my wheelhouse.
It takes some time and requires some it's not cheap either.
All right, so maybe we should wait. Or do you have a lot on you?
Fine.
I do not carry an excessive amount on me, no.
All
I
right.
have probably about 2/3 of my flask left.
That's fine.
We
Maybe
could
we'll
ask
hold on to it when we leave in a couple days.
Beau, you'd mentioned going to that magic shop. Maybe the owner of that might know something.
That's true. He might know something, but I mean, he might also just gather magical items. He might not be exactly skilled at removing whatever it is that's on them.
There's only one way to find out.
If it's necrotic, do you think it should be on your person? Should we wrap it up in something?
Does Snow think that with his
How have you
20
been?
Arcana roll
How have you been carrying it?
in his backpack?
Did you take the whole pouch with you, or you just took the items?
Well, he wouldn't have just left the pouch. I guess he would have dropped it back in the pouch and then just put the pouch in his backpack.
Pouch seems okay.
I don't know. I think it's fine.
All right.
I mean, like I said, not all necrotic magic is evil. I mean, there are plenty of. I mean, I'm sure Ste'yn here knows about this. There are resurrection spells, for example, that are necrotic in nature.
Indeed, I know. I myself know a few spells from that school. None so powerful as resurrection. Yeah, that's something that takes more time to learn. But they can have their boons.
Yeah, I don't know. My
Yeah.
experience.
The only
is
thing
that
bad about
it's
this is
better
that
not
it's.
touch.
I mean, as a rule of thumb, that's probably a good idea. I think it's probably fine. I mean, I had it on my person for the last 12 hours or so, and it was fine.
So we're gonna be here for another. Is it all day today and tomorrow, or we only have to be here until tomorrow? You guys remember?
It was
When
2
they
days.
come get
That's
us.
all I know.
Yeah.
You
Depends
were going
on
to be
how they count
relieved
the
after
2
2
days.
days.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry. You were going to be relieved after 2 days. He wasn't entirely clear if he was going to show up that second day evening or third day morning.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Then again, he was being a jerk. He could show up in 5 minutes, you know. he was being a bit of a butt. But as far as you were told, yeah, he wasn't entirely clear, but you were going to spend 2 full days there before you were relieved.
All right. Well, we had a long evening yesterday, so I'm not really too interested in immediately going out and doing something. Is there, I don't know, something to do that's not like actual strenuous work?
Well, we can just. I mean, if we have to pass some time.
I mean, he didn't give us any. I asked him for cards before he left.
I have a deck of cards.
Do you know games?
I know solitaire.
Well, that checks out. Does anybody?
I know some games.
Alright, you know some games? Okay, because I'm more of a dice person typically, but he wasn't going to give us anything. So you know some card games.
I know card games and some card tricks. Which would you like to see?
I would rather.
You should show us a card trick first.
He's just going to like super quickly just for the sake of Viola. He's just gonna like flip over the top card of a deck and then put it back on the top, move the card to the bottom, snap his fingers and say ta-da! Back on top. And then he's actually gonna deal
super
something out.
That's lovely. So you guys are going to pass the time with some card games?
Mm-hmm.
So let me also just be totally clear in that if you don't have something specific you would like to do in the 2 days' time.
I have something so specific.
Gotcha. I just wanted to be clear because we could also be like, let's see what happens and we could do some rando rolls and see some potential encounters. or 2 days go by and you realize this was a very dull 2 days.
I know. Let's make it exciting.
Let's do it.
Ooh. What was it you wanted to do? Now I want to know.
Snow would like to explain to them the rules of a card game that I don't remember what you named it, but it's in our chat somewhere. And
Does he know Highland Roulette?
I think he does. He's been everywhere.
I've been everywhere, man. Sure. Let's see how well you know these rules. Give me an intelligence check.
Oh no.
I'll even give you
So-
advantage on it.
Wish I could inspire myself already. Okay, 30-20. Yeah, 30-20.
Yeah. So Highland Roulette kind of makes sense. It's not too far off from areas you've certainly spent some time. It's kind of got its name from one of the kingdoms known as Highlandero. It's a very warrior type of kingdom. They are very much fighting based people. They are proud of what they do. And this game involves generally accomplishing putting bets down on accomplishing feats of strength of some sort, some physical feats. And then the winner of said feat of strength ends up asking someone a question or offering them a dare. Well, no, they ask them questions. Right? So you win the feat of strength, you choose another player, and essentially you ask them truth or dare. They can choose truth, and you can ask them any question you'd like, or they can choose dare to turn the tables. And if they can accomplish this dare, whatever other challenge you have for them, they get to ask you a question instead. They get to turn the tables on you. And they have much fun doing this generally while intoxicated. I don't know that y'all have any of that on you, but
So where do the cards come into play here?
so normally there's betting involved, and sometimes the cards determine like the difficulty of like feat. It's a whole situation that you're asking me a lot of.
No, I was just curious if I missed something because I heard feats of strength
no,
and
this
then
is
all
me.
these other things.
This is me hoping
the
that
sake- For the sake of simplicity,
Yeah, no,
you
it's
don't
fine.
have to figure
Yeah, it's
all
fine
that
if you
out.
don't
I'll
have
it's
just
truth
do
or dare because you guys don't have money to bet and feats of strength. It's truth or dare.
All right.
So
So that-
wait, this is a game about answering questions and getting to know one another.
Exactly. It's a team building exercise. I learned it from some folks that I met a few months ago on the road. They were in charge of putting together parties not unlike ourselves, and they explained to me how this is something that they often do to get to know one another.
Then I think trust should be a focus, and I will cast Zone of Truth.
Oh, you know that one?
She picked it up. She could prepare it after her long rest.
How does that work?
Zone of Truth is a charisma save. And create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point of choice within range. Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, the creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. And I know whether each creature succeeds or fails on
That
its
was literally
roll.
my next question was, but do you know
And-
if they did?
So if I
An affected
succeed,
creature is aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering questions to which would normally respond with a lie. You can be evasive as long as it remains within the boundaries of truth. So,
so I can roll charisma against it.
But she'll
We'll
know. if
all
you-
know.
I got a
Oh,
dirty
no.
20.
So you guys sit together in this close-knit circle, and she casts Zone of Truth on you, and you're going to roll against it.
What is your DC?
14.
Not that high.
Oh,
It's not that high.
I don't know. It sounded like you had really high charisma, so I had concerns about how high we would have had to go. I didn't think it was gonna be 20, but Oh, is Snow
It's
just
14.
allowing it? He's just embracing the truth.
Hmm? Yeah, Snow will fail it.
You can willingly fail it.
Yeah, I was just curious. So
Oh,
Viola.
then Viola would probably just willingly fail it. I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah. All right.
The cards can also determine for the ones that they would otherwise laugh at you for not taking on feats of strength initially. The cards can be used to determine who goes first by a draw.
Well, who goes first in this?
Snow deals out a card to everyone. Whoever has the highest.
All right, should we just roll something?
You can roll a 1d10.
Would it be? Yeah, let's say a D10. I think makes sense. I got a 5. Dang it. Okay, apparently a 5 is pretty good.
No.
All things considered. All right.
Looks like Ste'yn drew the high card.
Mhm.
Oh boy.
You're first.
Ste'yn will turn to Beau.
I knew it.
Truth or dare?
I would take a dare.
Pick something good.
I dare you to sing us a song.
Excuse me?
I dare you to sing us a song. A song is a melodic composition.
In a what compass?
Notes strung together with silence interspersed. That is typically, hopefully, pleasing to the ear, though I suspect yours may not be, but we shall find out.
Oh.
Well,
You want an accompaniment? He pulls out
Yeah.
his viol.
yeah, if you bring out that vial, I mean, it might surprise you, I can put on quite a performance. How are we gauging this? Do I roll performance? And
Roll a performance?
You
I
have to actually sing
here's
now.
what we'll if you just want to roll, you can just roll. If you actually sing for us, I'll let you roll at advantage.
All right, cool. What would be a melody, though? I'm trying to think of it like something with lyrics.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star always works.
All right. I could do
Like an
that.
opera singer. If I don't think you sung it like you mean it, you don't win the dare.
Alright.
Go.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Brilliant recitation.
I'll leave it to you, Ste'yn. Whether or not you think he did that successfully. The DM says no.
What? You try singing in a southern accent that's not yours.
You don't
my
typically sing with your accent.
What? Okay,
Rude.
if I could just sing regularly, then I could do it differently. I thought I was keeping the voice.
Your
Sing it
accent
however
does
you end up in
disappear when
melodic
you
voice.
sing.
What?
Mhm.
Sing it however you need to, in that it is actually sung and not spoken poetry.
Okay, but I was also trying to remember what the words were.
Oh, that's fair.
That's
Because
very
I
fair.
actually don't know Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. off the
You
top
got
of
it.
my-
That was it.
Was that it?
You got
Yeah,
it.
you sang it right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then it
Now
was...
put a melody to it.
All right. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Yay! Roll with advantage.
Aha! Oh wait, that was perception at most. Wait a second. Performance, advantage.
We'll see if the dice think you did as well as we think you did.
Alright, that's a 16. I don't know what I was trying to pass.
That
think
is
that-
respectable.
That's
Oh yeah. No, that passed.
Oh,
That passed
okay.
my DC as the DM.
Oh, okay. Cool, because that is something I have actually proficiency in, so I could have added.
Fair enough. The ghost voices from nowhere also agree that it was lovely. You've succeeded her dare. Did you want to respond in kind and ask her a question instead? Bounce it back at her?
Yes. What is your view on Atala?
She is my goddess. I've been devoted to her as long as I can remember.
Okay, so that's why you have that.
Yes.
Okay, alright. I was just curious. I don't know how all you work entirely.
Can you ever know how someone works entirely?
You see, I don't have to answer that question.
But you can ask a question of someone else.
Oh, I can?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it goes to Viola.
Yeah, let's do it
next.
that way.
Yeah, I thought we were doing it in roll order.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you were next.
Oh no, it's okay.
Okay. Snow, truth or dare?
Dare.
I dare you to tell us a story in a goofy accent.
I can absolutely do that. I actually do have some short stories written out just for this. However, it would take kind of a while to read some of them out.
You can give us the
But-
synopsis in a goofy accent.
Yeah. They were a long time ago when the hills were still young and before man built towers to scrape the sky. All animals, even mice, could roam the earth without fear of harm. That is until Perseus, Lord of Cats, came stalking by. That is the first paragraph of this 4-page story.
Oh no, I want to know more. Go ahead, roll also a performance. Roll at an advantage.
18.
Well done.
All right, Viola, answer me this. What is your favorite word?
That is a really difficult question. Probably wonderful.
That is a wonderful word. You gotta
Okay.
start off lower and build up.
Sure,
You know?
sure. We gotta build. You gotta build.
Exactly. Beau, it is your turn.
Alright. Ste'yn, truth or dare?
Dare.
Alright, take off your mask.
It's already off.
Wait, what?
Well, just the scarf.
Wait, I thought that you put it back on afterwards.
No,
So you just have a scarf up? Or can you see
she
your
has her
face?
hood up.
Oh, okay, then take off your hood. Sorry, I didn't realize that you kept it
I
off.
also thought the helmet was back on.
She will pull back her hood, and then in the spirit of the game, she will pull back the scarf that she has around her hair. It is shining bright silver with bright gold streaks running through it. She has it fastened in a braid sort of like this that just flops over her shoulder. As she takes off the scarf, though, she pulls the tie off and in a very Elsa-like fashion sort of shakes it out and lets it
Lets
loose.
it go.
She lets it go. She sort of shrugs.
What color are her eyes?
Dark. Very dark.
Oh, that's right. We have seen her eyes.
And you
Okay.
can see she has smudged eyeshadow around them, bold eyeliner around them that was probably meant to help her mask and hood look more joined without actually being joined.
Do I recognize like any characteristics of her from seeing that would connect her to any kind of race?
Roll an intelligence.
Okay. All right. Not horrible.
Just on the tip of your tongue. This is another one of those situations where not knowing still tells you something that it's like you can't. It's unusual. Unless she did something, maybe she has magic that she did something to make herself look the way she does, like the wizard girl did. You know, maybe she dyed her hair or something, but just from these features alone doesn't tell you.
I guess for clarification, just because of the mix, like the difference between like feral and non-feral, would I at least know if she is one or the other?
I would say you could have been thrown by the very dark eyes because you know that ferals can have, generally they have very red eyes, but they also can have black eyes. So that could throw you for a moment, but you get the sense she is not a
Okay.
feral.
Now you get to ask a question.
I can't tell if she's pondering what to ask.
Why did you go after the crown?
Why did I go after the crown? Well, it was shiny. We didn't know what it is. Looked expensive. So my immediate thought was it would be good to grab. And I just acted on that impulse.
Impulse. Noted.
Okay.
Has Ste'yn said to anybody that I checked out of her Zone of Truth?
No?
Okay, I was just curious on if he said anything.
My turn. Ste'yn, truth or dare?
Truth.
Have you ever been in love?
No. To love someone like that is a waste of time right now.
I think you'd be surprised.
I don't know, I kind of agree with her.
All right, heartless people.
What do you mean? There's a lot going on, especially right now in our time of life. I mean, I don't know what she was up to before, but she doesn't strike me as that old looking at her now. So she has... How much opportunity could she have had before now? Plus, she's gone through schooling or whatever. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, again, I'm not too familiar with all of the details of clericyhood or whatever. But, I mean, realistically, put the academics first. Makes sense to me.
My life is driven by something beyond that which is academia or love, and that is how it is.
That rounds out the first round of Truth or Dare. I think that was very successful. I think we found out some beautiful things. And as Snow eagerly shuffles the deck and prepares his next round, that is where we will end tonight's session. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us at the table. Welcome to our new followers and our raiders. We're so glad that you are here for the ride. To our subscribers and our donors, thank you for funding these adventures so we never run out of noxious gas, smoggy bubbles, and gold. And to make sure you never miss a moment, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Tales from the Catacombs, where all of our sessions and fantastic session shorts are saved for posterity. And lastly, a particularly huge thank you to my players, David, who plays Beau and streams on Twitch here under You Hate to See It, Catherine, who plays Ste'yn, and she dabbles in her various geek circles on Twitter and Instagram under A Catholic Geek, Kassie, who plays Viola and can be found on Instagram at Koffeeeh, Koffeeh, and Josh, who plays Snow, and you can wave at him when you find him right here with us and give him a quick congratulations for fun, exciting IRL things that happened for him. They're muted now, and I didn't actually get permission to be like, hey, here's his life story, but you should just give him a congratulations anyway, because we're so proud of him and we're so happy for him. And I am Brenna, I am your storyteller for this adventure, and we will see you here next time. Safe travels until we meet again.